Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is me, the Raw Elite here, and guys, I'm making a new video. Basically, it's called like the future of gaming, um, and my personal beliefs and theories on what gaming is gonna be like. Um, so in the background, you guys are gonna be seeing a pretty nice game that I picked up with Pantheon against a very annoying little devil, Teemo. So in the beginning of the game, I'm just kind of farming up a little bit. Getting that early 2 levels on him so I can really get that poke and harass. But you'll be able to see that in the background. But the main thing is the future of gaming and what I think is going to happen. Um, so I'll slow the video down, put it in normal speed. Guys, to be honest with you, I think gaming is just going to keep going up and up and up. I don't see it slowing down, because of all the new things that are coming out, like these new next-gen games and just the engines that have been being used for them. Personally, I am very excited because I did save up my money and I got myself a PS4, and I also have this gaming computer. But yeah, so it's basically PC. It's basically PC is like the main thing. Yes, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Those are pretty big also. But I think it's PC that is the main thing. As you can see, the biggest game in the world is League of Legends, and it continues to have a successful rate and growth. So that's another thing. I almost die here by Teemo, but luckily I get out. So I had a hard early game against him, but yeah. But anyways, gaming. With these new graphics in some of the games making it look so realistic, it makes it way more fun to play, and it makes it enjoyable. That's what gaming does well. Some of those systems and games, like Call of Duty, they do not do a good job with that. They make it last. They don't make it last a while. Something like GTA, where you can just expand, or Battlefield, where there's all those vehicles and stuff. It just, I don't really know how to say it, but Call of Duty, it's a dying game in my opinion. It's like RuneScape. Let's go all the way back to RuneScape. Back in '07, when RuneScape hit its starting to go up. Hit its, I'm not gonna say pinnacle because it wasn't at its top then. But I started playing probably 7 years ago, I think. And I was huge into RuneScape. I lived for RuneScape. I played that game a ton. Um, I was obsessed with it because it was such a fun game. Yes, the graphics weren't good, but the entertainment in the game could just make you keep going on and on and on. Something that I truly love about that type of game. And it makes me sad seeing RuneScape die. Um, Only about 40,000 people are active now on RuneScape. There used to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people active and all playing online, and all the memberships and all the cool quests and stuff, and just going in the wilderness and PKing. Now they didn't listen to the community. They added in some stupid combat evolution, and it wrecked the game. It really wrecked it. And I might show you some things on this video. I haven't edited it yet, but I will. I'll show a graph on it. It'll come up on the screen. Just RuneScape. It used to be such a good game, and they killed it. I don't. First they took off Wilderness, but then they brought it back, luckily, because let's think about it. Back in 2007 and 2006, the majority of people in RuneScape were PKers. That made up 90%, or maybe not 90, 85% of RuneScape was PKing. Now it's the opposite. That's why there's so many new quests and monsters being added into the game. Because the community changes as things happen. People are not happy with this combat evolution. It doesn't make the PvP fun. It makes it unenjoyable. And I don't know, they take off things and stuff that people want to be left alone. I think Riot made a mistake. We want Earth. Give us Earth. That's what we've been asking for. And I know Riot is thinking, well, if we give them Earth, they're not going to be playing normals. And to be honest, I don't find normals enjoyable. Like, I really don't. I think, why play normals when you could just play ranked or Twisted Tree Line? Dominion Dominion was a good game when it came out at first. I didn't play then, but I started playing about 2 years ago. Not even. But anyways, I got good at the game by practice. I I never had any guides or looked on how to play the game. I just started and tried things. My first game ever was with Rise. Well, here, I'll tell you how I got into League first. So I was going to GameStop to pick up an Xbox Live card. And I saw one of my friends from school, and he told me about League of Legends. When I heard about that, I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try. So I bought the starter pack when it was still in stores, and I got all that stuff. And then I bought a $25 RP card. And my first game was with Rise because he looked really, really fun. Um, and what I did is I tried, and I didn't know what to do because it was my first time ever playing a MOBA. The closest thing I had was RuneScape. I was not a big computer gamer. I played this on a Mac laptop. This is before I had a gaming computer. Um, and yeah, it just, I, I'm like, you know what, this game freaking sucks. I can't do anything. I didn't know anything about abilities. I didn't know anything about CS. Hell, I didn't even know how to buy an item. I just went in lane, and I just basic attacked, and that's all I did. And I would run in a turret, and I'd always die, and I get so mad. And I realized, okay, I need to stay back from turrets, because those do damage. And I just kind of went on like that. And I hit level 15, and I'm like, you know what, I'm actually starting to get good at this game. And I started playing more like aggressive, and I learned different styles of play. And I think that's how you grow. That's how you become a better person. You try things out. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I tried something out. I tried asking a girl out, and it worked. I mean, we hooked up and stuff like that. And I mean, sometimes you just gotta try things. I was usually a shy person, you know. I'm like, you know what? I'm changing how I am. I learned a lot and stuff like that, and I think that's how you should live life. You gotta experiment on things. But yeah, so going back to RuneScape on this, RuneScape was a game where people just loved it. It was everything was perfect about it. They didn't have to change anything. Yeah, maybe some new add-ons, like some new monsters and stuff, but not a whole combat evolve thing and stuff. The community didn't want that. RuneScape 3, we didn't want that. We were fine with how it was. They change things and things become bad that way. I I don't exactly know how to say it, but League of Legends is doing a pretty good job on what they're doing. They make these new mini games and stuff, but I feel as if they don't last. I feel as if the fun runs out after those 2 weeks when they're gone. Another good game is World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft back in its day was an immense popular game. And World of Warcraft, don't get me wrong, it's still a popular game. And I only played it for like a month because one of my friends at school told me about it. And I tried it out and I experimented and I had a lot of fun. I stopped playing though. I might go back to it, maybe make a video about it or something like that. But that game kind of died out also. Not died out, but it's dying down. And maybe when their new expansion pack comes out, Draenor I think it's called. Maybe when that happens, it might get big again, but I don't know. But League of Legends and these MOBA games, that's if you're in the business and you don't know what type of game to make, a MOBA game or maybe make a type of game like RuneScape or World of Warcraft, a game where you have to get objectives. But I don't know if those games are going to work out because games like League of Legends, you spend time, you spend money. It's free to play, but it's actually not. Because people spend so much money on this game. They spend way more. I myself has probably spent $1,000 on this game. I don't know why. I just, during those seasons when the mystery gifting, I'm like, oh my god, I want to get the skin, and I keep doing it. I don't know why, but it's a thing that these companies like Riot Games and Dota and these things they make, and it becomes a success. And it helps out the community. And they listen to the community. League of Legends has been listening to the community, all but giving Earth mode back. I think they don't want Earth to become like Dominion. Dominion was a amazing game when it came out. Everyone loved it, and it should have been temporary, but they made it permanent. And it was a new map. It was a new type of game mode. It was different, and it died down in a week. And now Dominion is the least played thing on League of Legends. And frankly, I never play it. I mean, I play like once every 6 months. But that's about it. They had a good thing, and they kind of used it too much. But Earth, I feel, is if will never get old because it is just so much fun, and I really want League to bring that back. I think if they do, they will bring a lot more people into the game, and I think as if you're going to show a friend a game, that's the thing to do it with. Show them Earth mode, like get them. I don't. The game is so much fun, but I think that's how League of Legends is. League of Legends does not show us any signs of decreasing whatsoever. In fact, it's only increasing now that colleges are giving scholarships to good League of Legends players, which helps me out because I'm going into my sophomore year this year, and I mean I'm looking onto colleges because I am going through ROTC as a Marine Corps officer, and then probably to become a mixed martial arts instructor for the Marine Corps since I have been doing mixed martial arts, boxing in particular with some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for about 5 years now. And mixed martial arts, boxing, and League of Legends are my favorite things to do. I I see just as much fun as knocking someone out in boxing, than just as much fun as having a team surrender at 20 or picking up yourself a pentakill or getting that new item from a game. I mean, gaming has something that sports and other things don't have. It has something that will continually be fun for someone and that you can do for a long time. You can do it no matter what. It doesn't matter if you break a bone or something. You can still use it and play it. Sports, I remember 7th grade when I was playing football and I caused a fumble on a kid and I went to pick up the fumble and a bigger lineman, landed on my leg and it shattered it, and I couldn't, and I decided to stop playing football. I started doing cross country, and first year I went to high school, I started varsity for it, and I continued to run obstacle races, and I just find myself very good at that, which running helps with boxing also a lot, so it works hand in hand. But another thing about gaming, more in particularly console gaming I think is more stressful. League of Legends can be stressful, don't get me wrong. There is sometimes I want to punch my freaking screen in to death, but I don't, obviously. But sometimes I get someone to throw my controller or something. I feel as if Call of Duty and those type of multiplayer games where it's about leveling up and stuff like that, I think it just, I don't know. I don't find those too fun, because they're the same. They're almost the same thing every time. You can be like, "Oh, League of Legends is the same thing every time you play the same map." Well, no, because something different can happen every second. It's not like someone's just using the same exact gun and over and over. I mean, it just gets awful after a while. I mean, we don't want to see that. Something about League of Legends though is it's different. I mean, there's so many different champions you can play, so many different builds you can use, so many different lanes, all these things you can do, but they're all are different, unique rune pages, all these things, skins. They all change your character somehow. They all make you a different person. Call of Duty, it's just a toxic community, and don't get me wrong, League of Legends is a freaking toxic community also. Karma Jungle and just shit like that. But anyways, I mean, that's what that. Another thing is, why people constantly just have a negative attitude about things in gaming. And I just wish the community would cheer up a little bit, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So, about that topic. League of Legends I don't think is going to die out anytime soon. I think it's going to continually grow. I think I'm going to die right here, but yeah, flash fail. But yeah, I died. I think I got the wrong game on here. I think I had a better Pantheon game. It might get better, I'm not sure. Just stay tuned. But yeah. Anyways, guys, a thing about League of Legends that they do so well is how big the map is and how long the game modes last. I think people like that better because it's so competitive. Um, but as I can tell the same thing about an RPG like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, stuff like that. It's fun because you continually work up to get something. You want to be the best player that you can be. You want to be that person who has all the items. You want to rank up your skills. You want to go mining. I mean, I really, really wish there was a game that's big like that, that is role playing like that, because I would love to play that game. But unfortunately, there's not. Um, and excuse me for back talking on League of Legends, or some comments say, but I'm not. I love League of Legends, obviously. I'm playing it. I've been playing it for a long time. I've worked myself from bronze 5 all the way to silver, almost gold now. I mean, just, I don't know. Anyways, that's, the future of gaming looks very bright. And I feel as if that the more gamers we get, the more technology, I think it's only going to increase. I mean, the game is at a point right now where League of Legends is so big they can literally buy 100 buildings of their own Riot Games and they'd still have some money left over. But yeah, so that's League of Legends. Like I said about console games, I don't know if that's gonna last forever. Those console games like Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, Battlefield, I don't know if those games are gonna last much longer. As you can see, Halo is dying down a little bit. As you can see, the amount of players that bought Halo in the past years. Halo 3 was obviously the biggest Halo game. But yeah, I love the new technology. I am very stoked to see what is going to be happening with these games coming up in the future. The future's looking bright, folks, and I think that's something that we can look forward to. And we just aced him. This is why we won the game. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That game, I did go 7-3. I completely dominated my lane. I didn't even let him touch my turret. So, that's good. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe. And tell me how I'm doing on my commentaries. I tried something different today. I tried a longer commentary talking about what I think about the future of gaming. And those are just my opinions. Everyone has different opinions, but that's my opinion. Like I said, the future's bright. It's looking good. And I might die here. I'm not sure. Probably. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I think we're about to win right now, anyways. So just kill myself. Couldn't done that 2 seconds later, huh? Alright, guys. That's, I think, the end of the video. Oh, not yet. Still 40 more seconds. But yeah. So I'm going to be doing that new next-gen review about the new games that are coming out soon. And nice double kill by Ziggs. So yeah. Also, tell me how you guys, like, what type of game mode you would want to see from League of Legends. Like, what do you think they would do? Like, what game mode do you think they should add? Because, I mean, I know a lot of cool game modes that I've thought out in my head. And I'm like, oh, what if they did this? Or, like, Hexakill was very unique, having 6 players. I was thinking, like, I wish Doombots, what they added, is they have an ability where the people, you guys could be Doombots and have the same, like, things as Doombots. And just different stuff like that. Or minions are, like, extremely OP. Just some things like that. Like, and add them, like, differently and, like, more quick. Don't wait, like, a couple months to add a brand new game mode in. So there it is. There's the classic victory screen. As you guys can see, that's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning